Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Well, today we are going to make a card featuring the March stamp of the month. It is called Just Chicken In. Isn't that cute? I love those chickens. So here's what it looks like in the catalog. You can see here, available March 1st through the 31st. And of course the shaded images are the ones that are available in a thin cut. You don't have to get the thin cuts. The description of how this all works is at the bottom of the page. Of course, with a $50 purchase, you can get the stamp set alone, not the thin cuts, but the stamp set for $5. There is a discount then if you want to get the thin cuts. So with your $50 purchase, you can get the stamp and thin cuts for $21.95 versus the $36.95 regular price. If you just want to buy it, go for it. Just look at your math and decide what works best for you. Okay, so here we are. This is my sample. Here is the stamp set, and I've already done my pre-stamping. So I have my little chickens, and I took some scraps. This I think is mocha, and I cut out 3 extras so that I could stack them to give a little dimension. So you can see here on this card, there's a little bit of dimension there, and I just like how that makes it look. You could use foam tape or whatever kind of adhesives you like to use that give dimension. I thought that was nice and sturdy. So here we have a piece of honey bunny paper. This is in the March catalog, March and April catalog. This piece is 2 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of pine cardstock, again, 2 by 5 1/4. First thing I want to do is I've got this little 4x4 dotted stencil, so you can see the dots there. I'm going to put a little piece of scrap paper under there, and I'm going to lay the stencil on, and I've got some pine. Quickly, I will show you the colors. I've got pine, Sundance, and pumpkin. I think I've got enough ink left on this sponge applicator that I don't have to re-ink it. This is only a 4x4 stencil, so you start out, and when you move it over, you just line up your dots. Or not. You don't have to line up the dots. They're dots. You can do whatever you want. We've got some down here where I need some fill-in dots. So, just like that. Now I am doing a little inking around, and on my sample you can see I white heat embossed the Happy Easter sentiment. I already did that ahead of time just to make sure the video doesn't get too long, but I am inking around the edges, and I will do this edge as well on the pattern paper. I'll get this out of the way. Here's my card base. This is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to use a little tape runner. And let's see, it doesn't matter. The flowers go in all sorts of directions. I'm going to put that there. And then I will do my little, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do this one yet. I'll set that aside. I have one that I already heat embossed. And just going to eyeball match that up. I am also bringing in some of the pine shimmer trim. I'm going to cut off a little piece, and I'll give this a rough half cut here. And I'm going to cover where the two papers meet. So this is probably about a 2-inch piece. Because you can't see behind the chickens, we can do a little cheating and save a little bit of that pretty sparkly shimmer trim. To color my little chickens, I am doing a little sun dance, and I'm gonna squeeze into my lid, set that there, and I have my water brush. Love the water brush. And I am just gonna give a little Sundance swiggle on the chickens. Then I'm gonna grab my pumpkin. Let's see, I'll give it a little squeeze. To clean, you just push a little water through there, and when it runs clear, you wipe it on a rag, you're good to go. Okay, so I've got some orange. I'm just gonna hit the beaks, their little feet, and it's a really easy, quick way to add a little color. You could use colored pencils. You can use, markers. Okay, I'm also going to take a little pumpkin, and I'm just going to dab a little bit where the little feathery lines are, just to give a little texture. Just dabbing, just dabbing. Then I can come back in over the top, make sure I've got all my birdies yellow, my little chickies. They're so cute. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. I'll close this up before disaster strikes. Then what I would do is I would glue these all together, but this is wet, so that's not a good idea when it's wet. So we'll set that to the side, and you can see here I have this one all done. I already glued my little guys together, and I am going to use some glue just because I think it will work better. Okay, and I'm lining them up so that the little holes below, the little holes in their legs are below the shimmer trim. So it kind of fools the eye into thinking that that shimmer trim runs all the way across. Now, the other trick, take those stamp pads, an ink block, whatever you have, lay it on the top of there. That'll help push it down so that those cute little guys will adhere smoothly. The other thing I did is I took a little bit of the, asteroid stickles, and I just used my finger, put a little bit of stickle on there, and I did add a couple of little itty bitty gems just to give it a little sparkle. And I think that's a really cute little Easter card. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed crafty day, and I will see you next time.